General Hospital, is Laura Wright leaving the ABC soap? In recent months, many characters have been leaving General Hospital, often with a permanent exit. Now fans are concerned that Carly Corinthos could be the next character to leave Port Charles. Notably, her current actress, Laura Wright, has come out to address the rumors. A character close to Carly is set to leave General Hospital. Wright got her start as an actress on soaps, appearing on shows like All My Children and Guiding Light. In 2005, she would join General Hospital as Carly Corinthos. She would continue in the role for around 2 decades. Recently, General Hospital has seen the loss of a variety of characters over the past few months. Notably, it was announced that Chad Duell would be leaving the soap. This should especially impact Carly, as Duell plays her son Michael. There has since been some concern that Carly herself could be next to leave the soap. As noted by Soaps, there had been some rumors that Wright was leaving due to real-life issues. In fact, one fan decided to ask the actress herself if the story was true. Taking to X, the fan Linda E. Johnson asked Wright, "Is it true you're getting married and leaving the show for a while? If so, you will come back, won't you?" Wright herself simply replied, "Nope, not true at all." She paired this with a confused cartoon emoji, presumably meant to be a caricature of herself. There are a few reasons to believe fans will be seeing less of Carly. These rumors suggested that Wright was marrying actor Wes Ramsey, who previously played Peter August on General Hospital. Notably, Wright has taken to Instagram to share various moments with Ramsey with fans. In the comments, many fans expressed relief that Wright wasn't planning on leaving the soap anytime soon. Some also mused that Ramsey himself should also make a comeback. As one fan wrote, "You can't leave our GH family. I know Wes can come back to GH and have a wedding with all of us. But first you have to woo Jack Brennan." Did I spell the name right? Anywho, thank goodness you're not leaving us. As monsters and critics noticed, however, fans might still be seeing less of Carly. After all, Michael has chosen to get treatment in Germany after suffering from a fire at Sonny's penthouse. Thanks to this, as the publication suggested, Carly could be going with her son to help get him settled. As the fire was believed to be the soap's way of writing Michael out of the series, it is unlikely viewers will see too much of his treatment. Are you happy to see more of Laura Wright on General Hospital? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. Of course. Here's a creative 1,100-word article based on your request. Title: General Hospital, is Laura the heartbeat of the ABC soap? Since its debut in 1963, General Hospital has seen hundreds of characters, countless love stories, bitter rivalries, and triumphant returns. But if you ask a longtime viewer, even someone who drifted away and came back, who General Hospital really belongs to, the answer is often simple: Laura. Laura Weber Baldwin Spencer Collins, yes, she's had many names, many lives, isn't just another character in the soap's ever-churning drama machine. She is the soul of Port Charles, the face of the show's evolution, and in many ways, the living history of General Hospital itself. A star was born, and so was a legacy. When Jeannie Francis first stepped into Laura's shoes as a teenager in 1977, General Hospital was still trying to find its modern identity. Ratings were struggling. Viewers needed a reason to tune in and stay. Laura offered that reason. She was fresh-faced, complex, and undeniably relatable. In those early years, she wasn't just another teen on the canvas, she was the canvas. Through Laura, the show tackled coming-of-age storylines, youthful rebellion, and family turmoil in ways that hadn't been fully explored before in daytime. Her tragic affair with David Hamilton and its devastating fallout weren't just melodrama, they were must-watch TV. Viewers were glued to their sets, wondering what Laura would do next, and how she would survive the consequences of her choices. The Luke and Laura phenomenon. Of course, no discussion of Laura's importance can happen without mentioning the phenomenon. Luke and Laura. Their love story was bigger than soaps. It was bigger than television. It was a cultural moment. Their 1981 wedding, watched by over 30 million viewers, remains the highest-rated episode in soap history. Elizabeth Taylor herself begged to guest star. Everyone, even those who didn't watch soaps, knew about Luke and Laura. And yet, Laura wasn't just half of a super couple. She wasn't just Luke's wife or Scotty's ex or Lulu's mother. She was her own force. She could be strong and vulnerable. brave and terrified, righteous and messy. She was allowed, even encouraged, to be human. That humanity is why fans stayed loyal to her even when her storyline slowed, even when she spent years off screen, lost to catatonic states or distant travels. Whenever Laura returned, it felt like home. The moral compass of Port Charles. Over the decades, General Hospital has become known for its mobsters, spies, and medical miracles. New generations have risen and fallen. Storylines have bent toward action, romance, science fiction, even horror. Through it all, Laura remained something rare, a moral compass who wasn't boring. She could forgive, but not forget. She could see the good in people, even in someone like Sonny Corinthos, without excusing evil. When the city needed leadership, they turned to her. When family members fell apart, they leaned on her. When viewers needed a tether in the madness, Laura was it. Her transition from rebellious teen to reluctant hero to the mayor of Port Charles is one of soap opera's best slow-burn character arcs. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't easy. It felt earned. And Jeannie Francis made sure Laura's growth never felt like a betrayal of her younger self. Jeannie Francis, the woman behind the legend. It's impossible to separate Laura's legacy from Jeannie Francis herself. Jeannie fought for Laura's depth. She insisted on showing Laura's PTSD after the Luke/Laura rape storyline, something soaps rarely addressed in the early 80s. She took breaks from the show to preserve her mental health and explore other projects, refusing to be trapped by the industry's grind. When she returned in the late 90s and early 2000s, she demanded storylines that reflected Laura's journey as a mature woman, not just a relic of past glories. Her portrayal today carries the weight of all that history. You can see it in her eyes when Laura faces new tragedies. You can hear it in her voice when she talks about family, love, betrayal, and hope. She doesn't just play Laura, she is Laura. And after nearly 5 decades, that authenticity is priceless. Laura versus the shifting sands of daytime. In many ways, Laura has outlasted the very trends that tried to replace her. There were times when General Hospital focused so heavily on mob wars and gunfights that the hospital felt like an afterthought. There were eras when young, shiny newcomers were given more airtime than the veterans. And yet, time after time, fans clamored for Laura. Why? Because Laura represents something soaps desperately need: emotional continuity. No matter how wild the storylines get, demon possession, weather machines, deadly viruses, if Laura's involved, viewers know it matters. If Laura's scared, we're scared. If Laura's hopeful, we dare to be hopeful too. She's the bridge between the past and the present. A living memory of Port Charles' roots and a promise of its future. A future without Laura. Unthinkable. When Jeannie Francis briefly left the show in 2018 due to contract disputes, there was outrage. And not just the usual fan grumbling, a genuine outcry. Viewers flooded social media, petitioned ABC, and made it clear: General Hospital without Laura isn't really General Hospital at all. Producers listened. Jeannie returned, and Laura reclaimed her rightful place, not just as a beloved character, but as a pillar of the show's identity. Today, as Laura navigates new challenges, political battles, family upheavals, threats from old enemies, she does it with the same spirit that made millions fall in love with her in the first place. She's no longer the ingenue. She's the matriarch, the warrior, the unbreakable heart of Port Charles. Final verdict. Laura is General Hospital. If General Hospital is a living organism,